if you read the patch notes for the most recent update that added Fate into the game, you may be thinking that Scarlet received a nerf. Her signature hitboxes were claimed to have been updated as to, keep up with the more modern game, get rid of those old beta hitboxes and update them with the game. So this is some examples of what they did. Now, this video, okay, just a little disclaimer, is not meant to bash BMG. Don't go spreading hate just because of what's going on here. But I want to give some examples. So this is patch 3.35, and this is patch 3.36, which is the Fate patch. So this is two balanced patches apart. Let's look at the difference. So as you can see clearly, this SCIG has issues. It's got like 3 giant ovals that don't even match the attack at whatsoever. Nye's getting hit down here even though the swing is over here. You know what I'm saying? And it ends at this red bar right here, which is understandable, If you're swinging this little hammer, it's going to be in this area of attack. And what they did to update the signature, you might at first view this as a very positive change. Fits much better along the actual attack. There's not this giant area of just empty space that's for some reason still has a hitbox. And to compensate for that, the damage was buffed, as you can see, 20 to 26. But the area of threat is no longer stopped behind Scarlet. For some reason, her hammer still, even though she's already done swinging, has hitboxes here. And so that presents an issue. Let's look at this. I'll pick this skin. I don't have the skin, so I'll pick it. You know what I'm saying? Why is that such a big problem? I mean, it's very clear to say that if I'm SCIGing right here, I shouldn't be hitting Jiro, right? Because it's an upward attack, it's swinging upward. So tell me why Jiro just got hit with 29 damage. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe it's an oversight. Maybe it was intentional. I don't know. But what it does is present a lot of issues. First off, this SCIG is incredibly fast, and the risk reward is so out of whack. I mean, you can see the damage. Obviously, Jiro with 3 defense is gonna get hit harder than other legends, but it's at the very least like 25 damage for what is essentially a light attack that also has coverage behind it, above it, grounded. Like, this whole area is covered. And even behind you're not safe, even though it's an upward swing. So what does that mean in gameplay, right? Because obviously you're not going to be throwing this out 24/7 in a game and expect to win. Although, I mean, I don't know, maybe for like me, I don't know. Let's look at a tech chase, okay? Let's put Jiro in a situation where he's gonna dodge, or he's gonna do something defensive. He doesn't even need to dodge. So, excuse me, not sword. Hammer sidelight is a great setup tool. You can string these into some of these. Whatever you want to do. It's a great poke option. It's very fast. It hits high. It hits jumps. So what can you do out of this sidelight? Well, you can do sidelight into SCIG, and that'll. Whoa, why is he not jumping? Okay, and that'll catch a jump. So there's that right out of the gate. But let's say he doesn't jump. Let's say he dodges. Well, sidelight to SCIG not only catches a jump, but it catches almost every single dodge. So let's see. I messed up my input. Take 2. Okay, there's neutral. Oh my god, he's gonna like reset in some whack area now. Okay. Take 3. Up. in. I would say right, but depends on the situation. Because of that backwards hitbox, even if they dodge through you, it'll still hit. Down. Down. Thank you. Out. They're safe. As you can see. So, you know, if you really want to get out of this setup, you're safe if you dodge out. But other than that, you're doomed. And so the Scarlet can cover every single option with either this, or if you dodge out, this. For 18 plus 29 damage. For what? Just like an SCIG that is very difficult to punish anyway? I mean, that presents a whole list of issues. But that's enough about SCIG. You can clearly see that it hitting behind here is a bit of an issue. I mean, if you can't, I don't know what to say, man. Let's look at Side Cig. Side Cig was also significantly changed. I have some examples here. So, patch 3.35. There's no hitbox here. The animation is continuing as Scarlet is swinging her hammer. That's what it looks like if you guys want to know. And there's no hitbox. But in patch 3.36 they added additional hitboxes as the move continues here, and a third stage here. So for this I have some gameplay examples I want to show if I could find somewhere in here. So let's see, this is the first game that I play on the new patch. It's against Boomy, against Scarlet. So let's take, it's the second and third stock is when this is significant. So he's revving up the Side Cig, you know, he catches me on the edge, alright. You know, that's fine. Another Side Cig. I evade the first part. I don't evade the first part, I'm dumb. Never mind, let's take a look at this one where I evade the first part. Okay, first part, I'm clear. Everything's good. Second part, you know, don't even have to worry about this, I'm clean. Oh, there's a third part now. Interesting. Interesting. And I die. Sad life. But you know, I suck. You know, I'm not the best player. So, let's take a look at Noelle. I think it's the first stock, actually. So, Boomy's recovering. You know, gets him on the edge, a disadvantageous position, especially on Shipwreck, and this Side Cig just covers this entire edge area. There's just no hope. Even if Noelle got this Nair out, there's so much of a disjoint. One thing I do want to make clear is that, you know, showing these individual clips slightly out of context is not my way of demonstrating an argument, you know. That's not really what I'm trying to do. I don't want people thinking that, you know, just because I got hit a few times and Noelle got hit a few times by a Cig, you know, while we're, like, whatever, bantering in a Discord call, that it's somehow broken. I more so just wanted to show, you know, just a few examples of how this Scarlet Side Cig would hit in a scenario where previously we would have been safe. And because of the changes, the power and just the intimidation and the space that it controls is so much more threatening and dangerous. This is why I wanted to make this video in the first place. Because hitbox changes like this are important. Very important for gameplay, as you could clearly see. And what I really hope is that BMG doesn't shy away from them in the future just because of something like this and something like this that is insane, because this clearly also is not okay, you know. This first half is you know, I'm chilling. That's great. It's the second half that presents a problem here. And this having a hitbox where previously it was just completely just steam, but instead now it has a second and third stage where it didn't before. I think that presents some unforeseen issues as well. So let's take a look at a yes change, you know, a great hitbox change from the same patch. Lance Side Cig, clearly this hitbox is huge, doesn't match the animation whatsoever, and so they changed it. The head of the lance, little circles at the base of the lance, or I guess the tip of the lance is what you would say, and it's so much better. You know, if you're right here, if you're Queen Nai, you know, right here, you would get hit last patch, but now you're good, you're chilling. Although Scarlet's zooming, so you're probably still gonna get hit, but it feels so much more fair compared to this. You know, if you're little Jiro, who was on Shipwreck Falls, getting hit right here doesn't feel as fair. Now that's a weird word to throw around, but you guys get what I'm saying. Anyway, Scarlet wasn't the only one that was changed. Lord Vrax received some nerfs, although his Lance Side Cig especially isn't that different in reality. But maybe I could go over that in another video. I don't want this one to go on too long. Just want to reiterate the message I said at the beginning, is just don't trash talk BMG for trying to make their game better and doing improvements. We can have a constructive conversation on hitboxes and overall improve the game for everyone, and not just that one Scarlet player in ranked. So cheers to that, and cheers to the alcohol that I'm totally not gonna drink.